And if I were to say confetti cake and cherry on top, what would you think?
I would say that sounds really, really yummy. But I would also say I love those two new Artful card kits.
They are. Artful card kits will let you beautifully make some layered cards, some artful cards.
They have some die cuts and some greetings and some papers. Really all you really need for a fabulous card.
Over 100 pieces in each one, so come play with us. Here they are. We're going to do them separately, right? So you're going to start with confetti cake.
Confetti cake is such a cheerful set. I get happy just looking at it. So let's get into it.
See, in this one there are 126 pieces, so let's see how they fall out.
All right, so we've got, okay, we'll do the papers first.
Okay.
We've got our papers, and there are the pink one with the very intricate flourish design.
Yes.
Very colorful black colorful dot. Some blue diamonds with matching colors, of course.
Right.
Green all over pattern, yellow dot, pink music, which is fun.
Right, with speckles.
And more speckles on this black, which has kind of a linen-y texture to it.
It does.
And then the star of the show are the die cuts.
Right, there are 3 sheets.
They're 3 sheets. They're kind of a cardstock weight, kind of a heavy cardstock.
Yes, and I had people tell me that they appreciate that they're not chipboard because with the layering that we're going to be doing, you know, you don't want to get too thick.
Right.
So there are 83 die cuts in this set.
And they're all different shapes and sizes, as you can see, and some of them are images in themselves.
And they just pop out.
They do, very easily.
Just like that. Boy,
Wow,
that was tough.
that was. And not to forget our sheet of greetings, and these are not die cut, but they are very easy to cut out. As you can see, all straight lines, well, some curves. But
And there are some plain ones in case you want to stamp or computer journal or write a different message.
right, and the printed ones are very well designed.
Yes, so now with this set, we also have a set of ribbons. These are satin ribbons that are 5/8 inch.
Yeah, and this is the first time we've actually carried satin ribbons, so that's very exciting for me.
Well, and you know, it's just a beautiful, kind of a shimmery look to go with all the papers.
I noticed there's 2 shades of yellow, which is fun because in the actual pack there are kind of different, a golden yellow and a brighter yellow. So
okay.
Really fun.
Well, now what can you do? Well, here we go. So this is just exactly what we're talking about. It's the idea of layering as involved as you want or as simple as you want.
Right.
But the pattern papers, now there are only 7 sheets, but what is somewhat fun is that you don't use a whole lot.
Right.
So on that 8.5 by 11, this is one part of that swirl that you talked about, and you can see how the various layers of the die cuts have been layered.
And then just a strip of that blue across behind the cake, and then a strip of yellow and black. So little strips, and you can really use them. They could go a long way.
Could you bring the die cut sheets in? Because
Sure.
this cake with the banner above it, that is one die cut. So
Here
there
it is, and these are all connected up here.
Right, and then these pennants are separate ones, the wish, the flower, the celebrate, and the border.
It really looks great foam taped, and you can actually see a shadow behind it, so it makes it really 3-dimensional.
And it's foam taped onto the dot, so you can see that you're just using little pieces of the paper.
And these jewel dazzles make it so easy to just add that touch of sparkle.
And these are the pink jewel dazzles.
And then across the bottom there are turquoise.
There you go, thank
Or
you.
teal.
The teal. And then on the inside, we've got a little bit more of the papers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
And
of
the
the die
amount
cuts.
of cutting that is required for this is almost none.
Yeah.
Just the rectangles.
And then the sentiment on the
That's right.
inside. So that's one. Let's give you some more ideas. Here is that black dot with the green on top.
I love that banner.
Isn't that fun? And it is, all the cards that we show you are 6 by 5.
6.5 by 5.
Yeah, 6.5 by 5 or 5 by 6.5, however you want to do it. And you can see that pennant. Oh,
Look
perfect.
at that
There you
one
go.
piece.
Yes. So you can curve it, you can kind of straighten a little bit.
There's a straight banner on here as well.
Okay. And these are the cutouts with the congratulations.
Little tickets are very cute.
Again, we've got more jewel dazzles, just highlighting a little
Giant
bit.
cupcake.
Good. And then on the inside, same thing. We've added some more of the art and just added that.
I just love the ease of this.
Yes. For
Pretty much anything you throw together looks good.
And really, for a look that's kind of hard, that's hard to do if you were buying these pieces separately.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be crazy.
It'd be impossible.
I thought it would be fun to see both of these cards because they're both using that pennant, and yet we have a very different look.
Yeah, it's vertical, so you cut off a little bit of the banner.
Right. Now this is really
Collaging.
It really is. So you can see that this die cut is our focal piece. It's, I mean, it's our base piece.
Background, yeah.
Right. Then we've got a circle. We've got another one down here. This is, so we've got
Wow, how
1,
many?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is one of the cutouts. So, I mean,
It's all about layering.
it is.
and
And
just
how
arranging.
nice that this is not terribly thick. I mean, look at that. That's about 1/4 of an inch. So it's
about
not,
3 layers of foam tape.
yeah, it's not going to be troublesome to mail.
How cute is this flag? I like how far it's
Yeah.
popping off.
It is. And again, we've got those jewels just adding a little bit.
Little
Have a
bling
wonderful
there.
day. What a great thing to receive. Now, just like I showed you the pennant, I'm not giving
Oh,
that to you
sorry.
yet. This is the way to use that celebrate in two different.
And
Now,
that's such a fun, colorful way.
isn't it? Now, this is a little more simple, but this is the base here. It's the same base here. So you can see more of it. More of it is exposed.
And it's just backed on green instead of
Yeah.
yellow.
But how fun. You get swirls. And this,
More jewel dazzles.
yes, and the music notes. Oh, wow, look at the jewels around the, ooh, fun. Down there. And then on the inside, you did it. How
And
fun.
this piece is fun because you can tuck it under, you could leave it over.
That's nice. Now, this is a little more simple one. So just that you've got
But
these
it
options.
doesn't look too simple because of the colors in it.
Yeah.
It's just so fun to
It's a
look at.
great look. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's surprising that when you have the tools, what you can really accomplish.
Yes, definitely.
Now we have.
Speaking of tools.
Speaking of, oh dear, I did that, didn't I? Okay, this is pleated tulle, and the collection also has a white one, but it didn't come in the mail today. So pretend that you see a white.
You can imagine white.
You can imagine white.
Very
And,
cute. These are so delicate.
and soft. It's
Yeah.
really nice, and it's about more than an inch wide, but it's already gathered for
it's
you.
very easy to work with, especially if you have Zots to glue them down.
Oh, did that help? Because Anne made this card for us, and look at what she's done. So it has a skirt down here that has
The
the
ruffle.
jewel dazzles on it. We've got our satin ribbon, and then a little rosette that you created.
Yeah, it's just gathered in the center. I actually used a 3D Zot because it had more dimension to it, and it
okay.
was stickier.
So you didn't stitch that; you just zotted it.
I did stitch it
Did
and
you?
just a running
Okay.
stitch across and then draw it like a
Okay.
drawstring.
Now, I love what you did up here on the banner is that you did half zot or half jewel dazzles.
Yeah.
Very
On the
fun.
tops.
And then we've got these. And then on the inside, oh, you've really made this spectacular by adding that tulle behind
This
it.
actually, putting the jewel dazzles on the tulle came by accident because I was going to put it on the edge of the circle and then it popped off and onto the tulle and I was like, I like that look.
We call those happy accidents.
That's right, so I added more.
Now, even though this says Artful Card Kits, you can do scrapbook pages. We're not
Yes.
opposed to
The
scrapbook
die
pages.
cuts work wonderfully with it.
They do, and they're not the 12 inches, of course. 11 inches is, or a little less
But
than
this
11.
is actually perfect because you don't want it to go all the way across the
Yeah,
top.
it works nicely. So this is one. There's that cake that we saw in the beginning with some pieces on top.
Love the rainbow Hawaiian lei there.
Isn't that fun? And then at the bottom, this is another of the borders with more jewel dazzles. Okay, that is our confetti.
cake.
Now, cherry on top is another sweet look.
Yes, and it reminds me kind of a vintage soda fountain.
It does. It does. Now this has 109 pieces, and the papers come and they're micro perforated at the top.
Super easy to
and we usually
separate.
get this ready for you. Evidently, we didn't this time, but you can see each of the papers as we separate them.
There we go.
Okay, and then there's our over. So you saw as we did each
The pink cherries. We've got the black. Got kind of tiny flowers on there. This is a really pretty aqua color. I love that.
It is.
Red
dot.
dot. Kind of a neutral yellow. Floral and stripe.
More cherries and
I
stripes.
love that little stripe.
Isn't that sweet?
Kind of like
ticking.
Yeah, exactly.
And here are the die cuts, the 3 sheets, and there are, what does it say on the package? 69 die cuts in this particular set. So you can see
They're very
fun.
pretty.
And then this is the sheet of the cutout sentiments and greetings.
And they have fun shapes, and they do go different directions. So if you want a horizontal pennant or a vertical one, you can choose.
Oh, you can do it both ways. I do want to tell you, when we were first designing this in-house, the design team said, well, they really wanted to know, could they use stamps? Could they use different things? And I said, sure. I do want you to use some of the sentiments, the cutouts. And then as they did the projects, which I'm about to show you, they ended up using the ones with the words on them. I think
they were just easier.
it just worked out.
Yeah.
So, but you've got options, which of course you know we like. Now here is this one. Now there's also a ribbon set, and I think you have that buried over on your side.
Here are the other satin ribbons, also 5/8, and matching all the colors.
And there is certainly the pink, but there's the red in here. So having that red works really well, and the teals and the blues.
Love the satin.
Now in this one, here's a beautiful use of that satin ribbon. Again, it's 5/8 inch wide. And in this case, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies. So again, as you have them, you can make it as simple or as involved as you want.
I like how simple it is.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a wallpaper, doesn't it?
You're right.
It's kind of like wainscoting. And then have a cherry day. Very sweet. Here is another one. Several times on the pieces like this, sometimes you'll have an inner piece that also pops out. And I love this bright, kind of stencily.
the large rose.
Yeah, very pretty. This is popped up on foam tape. So foam tape is going to be something you'll want to have handy. And you can see the stripe on the back.
The collage look again.
Yeah, very lovely. And then on the inside, fun to have these hanging.
I haven't seen that before.
Very cute. Now here's another. And in this case, we brought in some of the baker's twine. So we'll want to get in close to see that. So just a little
Tying
bit.
the button.
Right.
There are a few die cut buttons on there. So.
Oh, and they do have the holes in them. So I heart you. There's one of the borders.
Cute, cute,
And the swirls like before. How striking with the black and the pink and the red.
Oh, yeah.
And then
the aqua.
Now this is very much like when we talk about very often with Teresa's cards, the inside could really be the front.
Right.
I think you're seeing that in these cards too.
You are.
Now here's one that also is just, I love that great big one, that great big image. Now here is some other of the baker's twine. And
that's so appropriate because it's on a cupcake.
It's very cute. And then on happy birthday right up at the top.
It's called cherry on top, right?
That's why. And then the Make-A-Wish, kind of wrapping that around. And then on the inside, more of the twine.
Ice cream cone.
And more of the
So
jewel dazzles.
sweet.
Now again, not just for cards
Not
or
just for
scrap of
cards.
pages. This is the little tin, and this is a fun little
Gift box.
Yeah, something that's kind of saying.
You can put a card in there, a mini book,
Yeah,
a gift
earrings.
card, earrings.
Yeah, gift cards. But here it is with the cherry on top.
Cute.
Now, if we get in really close, this baker's twine is 3 colors. It is
It's got
red,
the red and black.
yeah, black and white. So just wanted to show
There's
you
also
that.
red or black, pink, and white as well.
Yeah.
Let's.
Oops.
Oops. They're running away.
Yeah, they
How
are.
cute is that, though?
You know, did I pull the wrong one? Okay,
believe
that's the
so.
red one. Aha.
However,
that was the
pink would also go with the set.
It would, and there's more, and there's
there's
more.
more.
Okay, these are by Queen,
The
so just
family of
wanted
them.
to show you. But again, you've got this, and you can put some ribbon
Oh, fun.
or
a
paper,
strip of paper.
and more jewel dazzles.
How sweet is that?
So, a good way to end this. How sweet is that?